Okay, so welcome back for part 2 of the color schemes lesson, and today we'll be working on something called split complementary colors. And I wanted to make a slight correction to what I said in the earlier video. The split complement we're going to work on today will be blue, yellow orange, and red orange. And here on your color wheel you can see is the blue, yellow orange, and the red orange. So first thing I am going to start with is making sure my pastels are clean. So again, I mentioned how important that is so that you don't get any unwanted colors. You can see this has some orange on it from the last episode. So I'm just going to go get a clean paper towel and I'll be right back and get started with the demo. Okay, so I'm just going to clean off that yellow a little bit. So I'll get the colors I need. So I'll get some red. Make sure that's nice and clean before I start. And some blue. Okay, so I've already gotten this thing started for you to try to save time. And I'm sending you out a template that you could use. So you could either do this freehand or you could just measure it out like the way you could use graphite paper and make a transfer from the template, or you could just measure it out freehand. And I'm using a Conte, a Paris pencil, and an oyster color paper. So it's about 6.5 inches across, and another 6.5 across the top, something like that. And then on your sides, it's about 1 inch in height. So we just have 3 sections to divide. So 1 inch here, another inch here, and then 1 back here. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I'll start out with that light blue. So that's the first part of the split complement. So then I'm going to move on to our yellow orange. And like the name implies, you want to put down some yellow first. And then to mix up orange, you can add some red. But not much, because you want it to be more yellow than a red. So like the name implies. And you can always check your colors by looking at your color wheel as a reference. So you can see there's more yellow in the yellow orange than there is in the orange. So I'll just see how closely I can match that up. So that's pretty close. So I'm going to have to move on to the red orange. So that has more red in it than orange. So I'm going to lay down some red first, and then lay down some yellow on top of that red. And then go back over it with a little more red, just so that it's closer to that color, which is the red-orange on your color wheel. So that's pretty close to what I see. I'll just bring this a little closer. So this is that split complementary color scheme. So you have your blue, your yellow orange, and your red orange.